Hello and welcome back to Newbreed Film Reviews. We are here on episode 61 and we're going to talk about The Martian and we're going to talk about our thoughts on the new Star Wars trailer. I have on this podcast with me Dave.
What's going on, guys?
And you have me as your host, which has not been on here for a little while. I've been a little in craziness of moving and as you guys know, if you listened for a while, I got a son and it's hard to time anything around that. So I apologize, but I'm still getting out to the movies. It's just I'm not getting here for reviews.
That's why I'm not having any children's, because I'm dedicated to this podcast. You hear that, people? I'm not having kids for you. So I'm sacrificing my life for Newbreed podcast.
You hear that? You hear that first? Dave's gonna not have kids so he can podcast for the rest of his life.
That's right. So subscribe.
That's dedication right there. That's dedication.
You owe me a click. Subscribe. Because I'm going to be 80 and think back. It better be worth it. No kidding.
So Dave you already came on and did like a solo, little short one, right?
Yeah, I got on here. Yep.
All right. So what do you want to talk about first? You want to do The Martian first? You want to talk about Star Wars trailer?
Let's do Martian, dude. I mean, I have some stuff I could probably go into a little more. I mean, you talk about it. What did you like and what did you not like about it?
For The Martian?
For The Martian.
Dude, I love the movie. I know you were kind of like, you text me and you're like, I'm kind of like okay about it, you know? If I were to put it on a scale, we'll talk about this later. Interstellar, everybody like made a big deal about Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Mm-hmm. Compared to this movie, I enjoyed this movie way, way better than Interstellar. And I'm sure we can dictate back and forth with that. I love an underdog story, a story where you got a guy who's against all the odds and he's able to do it. Mm-hmm. I personally, Matt Damon, if I read the book too, so you can ask me questions if you want compared to the book to what the movie was, mm-hmm. or I listened to the book, and the character that's in the book is dead on Matt Damon. Like, there wouldn't have been a better casting choice for that character in the book than anybody else that I can think of, because he has like that witty sarcasm kind of a-hole-ness to him, mm-hmm. and that is completely how Matt Damon played him from the book. So that was perfect casting. He's a funny character, mm-hmm. and kind of just that feel-good movie, you know, they get to the end and he did it and he got through all the obstacles and he made it, you know, the movie was 2.5 hours, but it kept my attention the whole time.
Dude, his teeth are rotted. Yeah. You notice that, dude, at the end? I kind of do like that they kept that kind of realism. Because, you know, like when you watch these movies and people are straining, their teeth are pearly white and their hair's like combed, all gelled, still like all perfect, because they want to keep that Hollywood good-looking aura. They made his teeth like he ate a Twix. It was like dark and buttery looking.
Yeah.
It's real, though.
Oh, should we say that we're going to say spoilers and just openly talk about it? Or
yeah. The people listening, this might be like a full review. I guess it is now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just spoiled that his teeth look messed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I spoiled that he made it to the end. So. But
that's not really like an integral. Is that a word? I'm stepping
integral. I think integral part. I think
I'm trying to step up my vocabulary for New Breed podcast right now. Let's just say integral. It's integral, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It's not an important aspect of the film.
No, not that he survived.
Well, his teeth.
Oh, okay.
They don't have to be pearly white at the end.
They go into that in the book, like how he sections off water to give himself a bath because of how much he hates how much he stinks. Mm-hmm. And like he switches like suits because he stinks up a suit so bad that he can't handle like being in the suit anymore because of how nasty it smells.
Oh God.
Yeah. Think about it, man. He was on there for 400 days, you know, and with no shower, or like 4 showers in 400 days.
Dude, you would get like I would think you get like some gnarly infection like in your rear end from like
probably would
pooping and not wipe. What do you wipe with? Sand? Like dirt?
I don't know. Yeah, you must run out of toilet paper, right?
Mars red dirt, like crazy.
Well, remember he pooped into the bags, you know, so that he could fertilize his potatoes.
That's right. Yeah.
So what did you think? I give this an A. I give this a 9 for me on my movie scale. 9 out of 10. 8 A if I was giving it a grade. That's where I stand on the film.
I apologize to the people listening. I have asthma, and this time of year, like, I get like a little winded, so I'm trying not to cough into the mic and sound all wheezy. But anyway, to answer your question, I forgot what I graded it. I do like letter grades, so like, well, you do letter grades too. Gil's the only weird one that does like some odd number.
Stars or something, right?
I didn't know he does stars. I do 5 seashells. Like, you just got to be different. I think I graded it like, I don't even remember, dude. I think it was like a B or something, or a C plus. And it sounds bad, but it's not bad. Like, it was like, it was a good space flick to me, like space adventure, like survival. It just wasn't like memorable to me. Like I don't think I'm going to think back and be like, man, the Martian like uplifted my spirits, and like it just like it you know, it didn't have like that kind of lasting impression to me like Interstellar did. And you know, I'm not right, you know what I mean, and you're not right. It's just opinions, you know. You love the movie, and I felt like Interstellar was like just a superior movie as far as like just a space adventure, and like like Interstellar brought like emotion out of me. The Martian didn't. Like,
the interaction with his daughter was a lot of emotion.
Yeah,
you're right. I agree with you on that one.
And dude, the space docking scene with the music and the whole vibe of that scene, that was like, dude, that was like intense to me. Like, that was a really, like, when I saw it in the theater. And for the people who haven't seen Interstellar, I'm sorry.
We're bad. We're rusty, man. We're not even like holding off.
Oh man, I'm really sorry. It's a docking scene, but since I already brought it up, so anyway,
just put in the title like spoilers, because we didn't give anybody a heads up.
All right, I'll do that. So for the people listening, I'm sure some of you have seen it by now. I mean, probably tons has been out. But for the people who haven't, there's a scene where like he has to dock his like shuttle and onto like this like the ship onto like this space station that's like spinning, and he has to like match to like the trajectory and the spin. So like it's really intense because like the station's spinning out of control, and then like he makes the ship spin, and then plus he has to like lock the tube thing so like they can like connect, and the G forces, and he's like gonna pass out, and it's like a really intense, like crazy scene. And when I was in the theater, dude, I was like into it. Like I like sat up in my seat and was like looking at the screen like, damn, this is like crazy. It was good, man.
I have to agree with you. That was a crazy intense scene.
Yeah, and the music made it. It was like, it went perfect with the scene. Matthew McConaughey he that dude can like act his ass off. He has like no booty. Like he's walking around with no butt. He like acts his ass off. He's the man, dude.
What about
he's like Miley Cyrus right now.
I think it tenfold beats the final scene of The Martian, where like they have the little, not the scene where he's breaking into the atmosphere, you know, like when he gets in and he starts taking off into the atmosphere. That's pretty intense. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, the whole like her on the chair using a little air power, getting out to him, and that wasn't like intense to me.
Me either, dude. And to be honest, I saw it already, and I saw it better in Gravity. Mm-hmm. I saw that same scene in Gravity with the little pockets shooting air to kind of like, I forgot who was doing it. It may have been George Clooney or Sandra. And damn, spoilers. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Damn, we are rusty.
We are.
I'm gonna have to do spoilers for Gravity, like everything. But I don't know if you remember. Did you see that?
I didn't see Gravity. No.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. I think like, a lot of the commercials and promotions kind of gave a lot of stuff away.
See, dude, that's another movie that affected my opinion on The Martian also. Like, because I saw Gravity, and Gravity was really good, and I saw elements of like Gravity in The Martian. So I already seen it already done, and to me, I thought it was done better. You know, like in Gravity, certain parts when you see it, you know what I'm talking about. Mm. And the gripe with The Martian with me. Dude, the effects were great. Nothing against Matt Damon. Dude, I love Matt Damon. Like, I don't even understand how people can hate on him. He's a great actor. Like, he is a great actor. He did an awesome job. Jessica Chastain, that chick is fine as hell, number one. Number two, I don't even like redheads.
She tickles hot. She's always tickled your fancy.
Dude, she's hot. She's a good actress and she did well. The one Mexican guy, God, I hope he's Mexican. I'm not trying to be
racist.
Yeah. He's
always good. I like him.
He was in Ant-Man. I forgot what his name is. He was in Crash and Ant-Man. He's coming up. Like, he definitely is coming up, if you notice.
Yeah, he is. He was in End of Watch, too. Did you see that with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
He was the other cop in End of Watch.
I gotta look his name up, dude. Damn it. It's gonna freaking bother me.
It's Pina, I think, his last name.
Oh, yeah, something Pina, yeah. I'm gonna look it up right now, because it's gonna drive me crazy. And we owe it to our fan base.
Being professional.
Those two people out there. His name is Michael Pina.
There you go.
And
I like him.
Me too, dude. In a corny way, like I'm not related to the guy, and in any kind of way, even though he's Hispanic. I mean, I might be. I don't know.
You guys are all related.
That's what I was gonna say. I might be. You never know. You go far enough. Freaking in a corny, weird way, like. It makes me happy to see like guys start from like little BS parts and then just like every movie they like work their way up and you see them in more movies and then like they turn into like a lead. Yep. And he was kind of like a lead in End of Watch.
He was, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
The first time I saw him was in Crash and I thought he did well in that.
Yeah, he did good in that movie too.
Mm-hmm. He's funny in Ant-Man too.
And his character in the book, I can't remember what his name is in the book, but they have that same kind of relationship, that same kind of back and forth with each other. He's the only one that kind of breaks that professional astronaut separation. But they're a lot more like rowdier with each other in the book. When it's pretty funny, yeah. They start digging at each other all the time.
I have the audio book, dude. I may give it a listen.
It was really good. Yeah. See what
better than a movie?
Yeah. What you miss in the book, the book has a lot more. You know how they kind of glance over the struggle and the turmoil that he goes through. It's more intense. It actually is more intense. Some of the scenes, like the airlock scene where the airlock blows, and he's stuck like out there, and like that scene was really glanced over. But in the book, he has to like. It's just crazy how he has to fix his mask. He has to fix his mask, not with like a piece of tape like it is in there. He has to like figure out science-y how he's going to make it so he seals his mask, but then he seals his arm so he's not leaking it. And then he has to literally jump from one side to the other to make the thing roll back till it gets close enough to the actual hab station. It's just crazy. And the way that they go into, I don't know, did you read Jurassic Park or have you listened to Jurassic Park? You know how they kind of, it's really cool how they go into the science of how the dinosaurs work. Mm-hmm. In the book, it goes into the science and the breakdown of how he's able to figure out these things that are happening within the planet. Not in a boring way, in an interesting way. Because he's just like Matt Damon's character. He's very witty and he plays jokes and he does a lot of he talks to himself a lot. And there's a lot of inner monologue that's really good. But in the book, obviously in the book, you can go into a lot more detail so it can, hit on certain situations. Like towards the end of the movie, when he's in the rover and stuff like that, they show you how he takes apart and disassembled both rovers to make it, or in the book, they go over how he takes apart really and builds the rover so that they're in two pieces. And he does all these test runs where he's able to figure out what works, what doesn't work. And I am, in the book, he gets all the way out to where the crater is, when he's heading towards whatever it is, Ares 4 or something. And he gets dumped into a crater and he rolls the rover and he gets the rover fixed and it takes him like 2 days and he barely makes it to the launch site to be able to kind of take off. So that kind of like adds onto it, which they kind of glanced over that in the book. So
yeah, they omitted that, dude.
Yep.
I gotta check out the book then because, if I would have like read the book or listened to it, maybe I would have enjoyed the movie more because I would have been like into the movie, like, oh, they're gonna have this part, or like I like how they kept that in it. So I probably would have appreciated it more.
They did do an awesome job visualizing what happened in the book. They didn't some people, I've never been too much of a person to read the book before a movie happens, so I can't speak from too much experience. But a lot of people are just like, oh, they changed so much from the book to the movie. They stayed pretty close. They had to cut things just to cut time, but they stayed pretty close to the way that all the characters are and all the scenes in the movie, the essential ones. So I think they did a pretty good job. And the guy, Andy Rear, who wrote the book, he self-published the book himself. So he pushed no publishing company. He raised money and sent it out himself. There you go, Dave. Write a book and get Matt Damon to be in it.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta get this GoFundMe for these Newbreed shorts.
Yeah.
Sundance, baby. We're gonna do it. You heard it here first, people.
We'll get to Sundance one day.
We'll do it. Yeah, dude, I don't read material like books and stuff before I go see a movie because I don't want to like ruin it for myself. Because, I'm more, I guess, I can't say I'm more into movies. I like books. I'm not, I do like books, but, a certain kind of book. I like bios and like horror, like scary books. Not too big into sci-fi though. They have to be like sci-fi horror, like mixed in or something. But so the Martian itself probably wouldn't interest me, like, because I'd be like, oh, it's like a space, survival book. Like I don't really care, it'd be boring to me. But I guess it's good. I mean, they made a movie and you're saying that it's good.
Yeah, I really liked it. So what do you think? What's your votes on Tom Hanks in Castaway or Matt Damon in The Martian? Same movie,
a better kind
places.
of survival.
Yeah.
As far as like what do you mean, like better survival overall? Like
which movie did you enjoy? Which guy carried the survival story better for you? That's a hard one for me. I'm on the fence between both of them.
I would say I think Matt Damon did an awesome job, but I think I got to give it to Tom Hanks, and this is why. Because Tom Hanks to me had less to work with. The movie was like all him. It was like all him, dude. They didn't really show much of like anybody else but him and Wilson, the volleyball. And then Matt Damon has like this amazing environment to work with. Like he's on Mars and he has all these techie stuff around him. Like Tom Hanks was like had leaves for underwear and like a canoe and like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't even have a canoe. He made like a raft out of like sticks. He was just like on a deserted island, and to like carry a whole movie like that, it was crazy. Dude, isolation. Like, how about like not talking to somebody for like years? What
makes you go crazy?
What do you do? Like, I think I would lose my mind.
Talking to yourself.
Dude, that's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. Like. In like everyday life, like, okay, when you're at work and you're like stuck at work for like 8 hours and you're so focused at work, sometimes you can't really talk to people and you're just like, it's just killing you because you're like, you're just there and you're like, you're not talking to anyone all day and you're dialed into like work and it's brutal, man. And imagine like years, like no interaction with a human.
That would
crazy.
Be brutal, man.
It's crazy.
Brutal. But yeah, I was thinking, as soon as I saw it, I was thinking Tom Cruise. I was thinking Hanks in The Castaway would be a similar kind of story. Just this was in space.
Yeah,
it's like Castaway in space.
Right. It was very similar. There was a lot of things I did like about it. I thought the effects were pretty good. Like I said, I liked Matt Damon. This story was pretty run of the mill. It's an astronaut stranded on a planet. That's not like, groundbreaking, but the way they portrayed it was kind of cool.
I guess, dude, he is such a MacGyver in the book. Like pulling stuff together impressively that you listen to it and you're like, I can't believe that worked, but it worked. Like in the book. I guess I'm biased because I think you should definitely listen to the book and then it's only 8 hours. You can listen to it and then you should watch the movie again. And I think you would, because just the stuff he comes up with to like fix situations is like nuts. Like how intelligent this guy is. And if you didn't put a guy that was that smart, he would have died like a long time ago.
So, dude, this is interesting. So, like, and people out there are probably gonna think I'm like hating on it and have a huge difference of opinion because, general consensus is that The Martian was amazing. Because I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes has a 93%, Metacritic 81%, and IMDb 8.3. Those are like kick-ass scores. And then Interstellar, in comparison, 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, 74% Metacritic, and IMDb scored it higher, 8.7. So, but this is funny. Like I noticed this with like those sites. Rotten Tomatoes is like more regular Joes. Metacritic is like kind of like
hoity-toities.
Yeah, IMDb is really like hoity-toity people. Right. So IMDb loves those like those movies with metaphors and like all these out there movies like that are like out there. So IMDb would score it a little higher because it is kind of an out there movie. Mm-hmm. And I like out there movies like that. Like, the ones that make you think and they're like deep. So to stop ranting, yeah, I liked The Martian. To me, like I own Interstellar and I would like rewatch it. I've seen it several times and I love it when I watch it. It kind of takes me away. I like the messages. And I don't see myself owning The Martian. It just wasn't memorable to me. It was just kind of like a cool survival space movie, but it didn't have any like soul to it, like, and people out there probably like, you're crazy, dude, but that's just how I felt about it. I didn't think it was special. Interstellar, I felt is special. That's me though.
Yeah, it's all to each one's own, man. It's all personal preference.
Mm-hmm. So would you recommend The Martian to people, like hands down?
I would recommend, I think it's still in the theaters. Go and check it out in the theaters.
Worth a ticket to you?
I would say so, yep.
I think it's worth a ticket on a Sunday if you have nothing to do, bored.
Because it is visually stunning.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it isn't worth a ticket, but it's like, it is and it isn't for me. So, I don't think I would like own it either.
No. I'm going to get it.
Yeah. See, dude, Interstellar, I freaking flat out bought that thing. Like,
see, I won't buy it. I don't think I'll buy Interstellar. Maybe if it's like $10 Blu-ray bin, I'll buy it. But I don't know. It just didn't. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan, but that one just. I bought Inception as soon as it came out. You were kind of blonde in Inception, but it's like Ridley Scott though did this, The Martian. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Legendary director.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing good movies, dude. Prometheus was good to me.
Yeah, he still got it. Prometheus 2's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah. Weird
Ghost
title.
From Mars. Dude. Ghost from Mars, that's a classic.
That was John Carpenter.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Waka.
Well, Ghost of Mars, that's a good one to bring up because it is Halloween and it's like all alien ghost people. So, but anyway, anything else on The Martian?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, dude. Okay, the next topic of discussion is the new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens.
Yeah, which just dropped Monday, right?
Mm-hmm. Dude, you want to know something sad, dude? Like, we like to keep it like lighthearted on the podcast and not get into like politics or any kind of weird racial things, but I find it so sad that people are actually crying that the lead character is black, like African American. Like, I've seen.
Isn't that messed
up? Dude, it's come on, man. It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Right. Like, if you have a problem because he's black and the lead guy, you're
racist.
Something's wrong with you. You're racist.
That's it. Flat out, you're racist.
Who cares? If he does a good job in the movie, It doesn't matter. I don't see that.
If he sucks, then you can be mad. You could be mad about it
Yeah.
if he's a bad
Right.
actor.
But
Not
it's
because
like,
the color of his skin, just because he's a bad actor.
yeah, dude, it's sad that it's 2015 and you see people just bitching.
Mhm.
Like, it doesn't matter, man. Like, who cares? Like you said, if you got an issue with it, you're just a sad racist, man. Like,
Exactly.
it's pathetic. I got no issue with it. But are you excited for it?
Dude, I'm very excited for it. Did you get tickets?
I didn't, dude. I didn't.
So,
but
I'm a dorky guy. I didn't, you know me on here. I'm usually not like the first Star Wars person to like hop up there, and we've talked about it many times before, but for some reason I just want to be like, this is a big moment, you know, like you want to go to opening night, or not even opening night. I went opening weekend, you know? So the tickets went on sale Monday night for Monday Night Football. Dude, did you read that they crashed the Fandango websites? They crashed like the Fandango and Regal websites for ordering tickets. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous, dude. Star Wars is alive and well.
Yes, it is. So I ordered tickets on Monday during the day, and I ordered tickets. They open up on Thursday night, I guess. There's a midnight screening. I looked at Saturday for IMAX in Providence, 3D IMAX, and there was barely any seats left on Saturday at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But we ended up getting seats there, so.
Dude, when was the last time you saw a movie? The last time I remember a movie make this much buzz was probably like the second Matrix. Like people were like dying to see the sequel to
tickets,
that.
Yeah.
It was like insane. Dude, not even the last Fast Furious with Paul Walker made this kind of crazy buzz and sell out, like selling tickets out. Like Star Wars is like, that just shows you how damn big Star Wars is.
Dude, it's 2 months. 2 months ahead of time, it sold out tickets for the entire weekend. That's ridiculous.
Dude, what is it that makes Star Wars so popular? Like, what do you think it is? Like,
I think it's just that. I think it's like that big cult following, you know, and people, I think there's a little something for everyone, you know, like the Star Wars world is so vast that anybody that's a Star Wars fan can find something within the world or character or the dark side or the good side that they really like. So it can resonate with whoever, you know.
But it's amazing, dude, because like sci-fi to me is not
mainstream,
the most mass appealing genre. Like most people, dude, you know, a lot of older people and a lot of people like you. If you get too techie and sci-fi in them, you lose them. They're like, oh, space and the Millennium Falcon and all this crazy stuff. Like you lose them, dude. They view it as like super nerdy, but dude, Star Wars, like it, dude. I think the mass appeal is like how you said, it has something for everybody. Like it's something for the nerdy people. Even if you're not a techie sci-fi person, you go see it because it's visually stunning.
Right.
Lightsaber battles, space battles, you know, X-Wings, TIE fighters, like stuff shooting, you know what I mean? Like lasers.
It's PG. Like kids can go see it. You know, isn't like any visual gore or anything like that. There's no swearing, so younger generations can go see it, you know?
Colorful characters.
Yep.
Dude, Star Wars has some memorable, cool characters, like freaking Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. I mean, Boba Fett. Dude, Boba Fett's like this. He's not even like a big character in the movies. He like is in the originals. He like is there, but he's not like has a ton of screen time, and he falls in that pit.
Right.
And Boba Fett has a massive cult following.
Right.
People love that bounty hunter dude, and it's like he had like 2 minutes in the movies.
I know, because I think you just don't know. That's why they're going to do the standalone films. They're going to do the standalone Boba Fett story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're coming out with one too, which is cool. They're getting it's a prequel to the 6th movie, I think. They're a tasked team that's going to steal the blueprints to the Death Star for Luke Skywalker. And it's a standalone film that they're coming out with, which probably would be pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, dude, freaking the Star Wars nerds out there are like, Boba Fett does have a history. Because, dude, there was like novels and stuff. And I know, like, I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd, but I kind of am. It's weird. I know he survives that pit. Like in one of the novels, he like rockets out of it so he doesn't die.
Yeah.
But Darth Maul was like the jam to me.
Yeah.
I'm still mad he died.
What do you think of the new dude? I don't know what his name is, but
Kylo, and his name is like Kylo Ren or something like that.
He's got that badass Excalibur like sword lightsaber thing though.
Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out this dude's name. Oh yeah, Kylo Ren. Yeah, dude, he has a freaking lightsaber with like beams coming out the hilt.
Right, that looks pretty sweet.
It's kind of original, and it's like you wonder what kind of damage he could do with that.
Right.
Because like Darth Maul had that staff, and that was like deadly, dude. It was like, whoa, like this is kind of different.
Right.
And then the robot guy had like 4 arms with the spinning sabers. Mm-hmm. He was cool. So, I mean, this guy now has that odd looking T-shaped one, and he probably has cool moves with that. And there's a lot of rumors with that character. Like, there's a lot, dude. I don't even want to get into them because it's going to be kind of spoilerish. And I don't want to like ruin stuff for you.
Yeah, we can get on it when we get a little closer to the movie, you know.
But he looks kind of like Darth Vader, like similar design.
Right.
Like his mask and you know, he just looks interesting, dude. I am definitely excited. Big fan of the originals. The newer ones were like meh to me. It was a waste of talent. You had Liam Neeson. Dude, you had Liam Neeson as a Jedi. That's awesome. And Ewan McGregor, he's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And it's like they dropped the ball, dude, completely on those newer ones. Like, totally. It was sad.
That's why I'm hoping that J.J. Abrams kind of like picks it up and does a good job with these ones.
Dude, I think he's going to crush it because, like, look what he did for Star Trek.
I think so. Yeah, I think he'll do just fine.
Dude, Star Trek, the 2 new ones that came out, they were good.
Yeah.
They had good action in them. They weren't like traditional Star Trek. They were like reinvented. I really enjoyed them. So if he brings that kind of swag to this movie, yeah, it's going to definitely be good. And dude, not to keep ranting, but like from the trailer, you can just tell it has that Star Wars vibe. Like it seems like they nailed it. Like they got that old vibe, but with new effects.
Right.
So, dude, you got your tickets.
Yeah, Saturday I'm going to see it in Providence IMAX 3D.
Dude, I don't know when I'm going to see it because I didn't get my tickets and, you know, it's crazy, man. It's getting sold out, but I'm definitely going to check it out.
Yeah.
Dude, Harrison Ford's in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill. The original cool. Luke Skywalker. I mean, I think they have Princess Leia. It's amazing, dude, that like they're really doing this again and they're continuing it and
it's cool.
Epic.
It's like a time for our generation, you know, to like see it.
Mm-hmm. Totally, dude, because we missed out like and they re-released the old ones in the theater like many times. I've missed out and I think they're going to again and prep for this movie.
Right.
At least in my area, and there's like a Star Wars marathon, dude. Like, they're gonna have all the movies playing, and it starts like at 1 a.m.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that marathon, crazy. I don't know how you would sit through that thing.
Dude, man, you have to drink like 10 Red Bulls.
Yeah.
1 a.m. up until like the evening the next day for The Force Awakens. Wow.
You wouldn't enjoy. You honestly, I don't think would enjoy. When he got to the new movie, he'd be so exhausted. Yeah.
You'll be like a zombie.
Right.
You know? But, yeah, man, I'm excited about it. I know Paul is. Paul's not on here. He's a big Star Wars nerd, more than you and I.
He told me, so Paul's story for tickets, I talked to him on Monday. He's like, yeah. You know how Paul is. He's like, yeah, I want to plan on going to see it. He said, but I don't know if I'm going to see it opening weekend. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'm going to buy tickets. And he's like, yeah, I'm probably not going to see it opening weekend, though. And then he texted me, like, on Friday. This is Monday that we ordered the tickets, and they were almost sold out. He texted me Friday, and he said, did you get tickets? I'm gonna get them the same time as you. Oh, they're all sold out. I was like, dude, they they were sold out within like the first 12 hours. And he's like, well,
Yeah.
I wanted to go. And I was like, dude, you gotta jump on it, man. You can't wait a week.
Yeah.
This Star Wars pre-sold crash the website tickets we're talking about here.
Yeah, dude,
So,
when you mentioned it to me too, I was like, man, like I wish I knew for sure if I was going to be up,
Yep.
in the area. I mean, cause that would be so epic.
yeah.
I would love to experience and watch it with you guys, like, cause when you watch a movie like that, you forever remember like who you saw it with, it's an event.
It's a big deal.
Like we saw Star Wars, dude,
Yeah.
the, what is it, the 7th one?
7th one, yep.
Yeah. 20, 30 years from now, it's going to be like, oh man, I wish I saw that in the theater. And it's like, we did.
Exactly.
But, anything else on Star Wars, dude?
No, that's it.
Yeah, we don't have much to go on. Is the little info we have online and then the trailer.
Yeah, they're keeping it under wraps a little bit, what the main storyline is, which I like. They're kind of not really giving it away.
Chewbacca has aged incredible.
Yeah, he has. He looks good.
He don't look 1 year older.
No. He's in that negative dog years.
Yeah. Oh God, dude! I remember you were like ragging on the Ewoks.
Yeah.
You're like they're teddy bears that are like bash your head in with a rock.
Teddy bears with spears.
No, dude, because what was the argument? We were comparing Jar Jar Binks and Ewoks.
Right.
And then you were like, because me and Paul, Paul and I. let's up the ante for the podcast. Paul and I.
Yeah.
Were ragging on Jar Jar. And like he's the worst effing character. Why
would Star Wars have such a stupid character?
Yeah, I was like, whoever wrote him needs to die by fire ants. Like we were like going crazy, and then you're like, let me ask you, do you guys like the Ewoks? We're like, yeah, the Ewoks were amazing. And then you're like, they're teddy bears in the woods with rocks. What's the difference?
Right.
Dude, I don't know. To me, I thought the Ewoks were badass, and I like them way better than that dumb, floppy ear, freaking, what is he, like a snail? He looked like a humanoid snail.
Snail water thing. I don't know.
He was terrible, man. Oh, dude, not to like just keep, dragging this out, but there was rumors that like
it's been a little while. It's been a little while.
Yeah. They show like Jar Jar's bones, like at one point in the movie, as like a little nod to the fans that like hate him.
That they killed him.
So keep an eye out for Jar Jar's bones. Yeah, I'm gonna clap at the part.
Wow, that's why what I heard in the new Deadpool movie. Not to like jump topics again, but Ryan Reynolds in the new Deadpool movie is gonna kill his old Deadpool from Wolverine.
Dude, that wasn't even Deadpool. That was weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I'm like a Deadpool expert, but that was very odd how they like had him in that Wolverine movie. And it was like, what? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like,
no, it doesn't.
And then they killed him. He got his head cut off.
Right.
So
he was all weird.
Yeah, it was very odd. Speaking about Deadpool, I'm kind of happy that Colossus is in it.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Dude,
Colossus is a cool X-Men, and he's not really featured too much in the movies. And it's like, dude, he's like their Hulk. Like big Russian dude, all metal, like super strong.
Yeah. And I like how they take kind of like characters sometimes that they don't have, like they don't integrate too well, and then they take them and they throw them in all these like other side movies, which is cool.
Yeah, I read that they're gonna possibly do a standalone Colossus movie. That might be kind of interesting.
Yeah, if they can get the money behind it and the right fan base.
It's kind of surprising because I don't view him as such a huge mainstream character, but I mean, they can make it work. Blade wasn't.
Right.
You
get enough of a fan base, man. Ant-Man made it big,
That's true, dude. I think Colossus is more popular than Ant-Man.
Right.
But Yeah, man. Anything else on Star Wars?
That's it.
All right. So you think that wraps up our latest?
That does wrap up the episode. Sorry for not being on, guys, for a little while. Like I said, we're going to try to, we can't really do a steady thing right now. We're having trouble with keeping us steady. So what we'll do is when we come across really good movies that we like, I got to get back on here and do a couple more solos. I'm actually rewatching Blair Witch Project. So if you want, Dave, I'm about halfway through it. If you want to catch back up on it, just for the heck of it, I saw it pop up and recently added in Netflix. So if you want to get on for a combo of it, I'm probably going to do a solo, but you can hop on. It's been such a long time, probably since like the 90s.
Dude, I'm a fan.
It.
I'm a fan of that. That's like one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. Not now, but when I saw it, it was groundbreaking to me. It was like you felt like you were in there with them.
That's why I wanted to rewatch it again. So I'm rewatching that right now, and then I'll probably do a solo if you want. If you watch it within the meantime, you can hop back on.
Yeah, I'll hop on, dude. I have some stuff to say about that movie.
Yeah. And then otherwise, we'll try to keep up on whatever new movies are coming out down the pipelines whenever we can get on and get it to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll keep it afloat, man. We'll keep it afloat.
Yes, sir. Newbreed film reviews forever.
Yes. So, like I said, stay with us. We're still going to give you some content. We just can't give you dedicated weekly content. But we will still keep giving you context. Keep us on there. Keep us subscribed. You'll see stuff pop in. You'll see notifications. We're going to keep it going. We're not planning on quitting or stopping anytime soon. It's just
it's life.
Yes. And the guaranteed releases, we just can't do at this point in time. But we still will shoot stuff out to you. You'll still get content. Don't worry about that.
Yep. So, if you guys like the podcast, if this is the first time you're listening, please subscribe. Thanks for listening. We have a couple of other guys that get on here. It's not only Brian and I. Paul, he's a character. Gil's a character. So yeah, it gets fun when we get like Paul on here and Gil. 4 people is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. So, but thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, if you did like the episode. Requests, feedback, Newbreed Film Reviews 2014 at Gmail.
We also are on Facebook. We're at Newbreed Film Reviews on Facebook as well. And Paul runs a Twitter, so if you want to hit us up on Twitter, it's at Newbreed Film. And we're on Podomatic, iTunes, everywhere.
We have the Facebook for the written reviews if you're deaf.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you're deaf, you can. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't make any sense.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all.
All right, dude.
All right.
So I'll. It's getting awkward. We're rusty.
We will.
All right, dude.
We will bid you guys adieu.
Yes. Catch you next episode.
Later.
Later, dude.